Good afternoon. First, I hope you'll join me in wishing Governor-elect Maura Healey and Lieutenant Governor-elect Kim Driscoll all the success in the world. It's been a pleasure to work with them these past few months. Now, after 8 sometimes crazy years as your governor, I thought I should take a few minutes to deliver what my late mom would have called a proper goodbye. This one comes with mixed emotions. Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito and I will leave the State House tomorrow for the last time. We will do so with love and appreciation for what you, the people of Massachusetts, have shown us from day one. Your kindness and generosity were always on display. We've attended thousands of gatherings, fundraisers, and celebrations on behalf of all kinds of good causes. Kids, seniors, people dealing with addiction, mental health issues, homelessness, and countless other worthy causes. Neighbors helping neighbors, local leaders going above and beyond, businesses big and small standing up for their communities. My staff used to give me a hard time when I would say yes to attending 2 or 3 or 4 of these events on a weeknight or a weekend, arguing that it would wear me out. I thought just the opposite. It was like fuel for me. Watching people do good things to benefit others gave me joy. No one cares what party someone belongs to at these events. It's all just about people helping one another. We also learned a few things along the way. One of those gatherings started a discussion that eventually became our Summer Nights program. Someone asked me why there weren't more things for kids in cities to do on weekends and at night. So we did something about it. We started small with a few programs in 2015, but by this past summer, we had almost 100 programs with more than 70 local nonprofit partners operating in 35 cities across the Commonwealth. The Lieutenant Governor and I had a blast going to these events and seeing just how much families enjoyed them. And with your help and in collaboration with our legislative colleagues, we went on to accomplish so much more. We took a $1 billion budget deficit, turned it into a $5 billion surplus, and gave $3 billion back to taxpayers and put $7 billion into the state's rainy day fund. We brought broadband access to Western Mass so kids could research homework, parents could work from home, and businesses could grow and succeed there. We delivered major infrastructure projects long promised but never done. We passed the first major housing reform bill in decades so we can finally do something about the cost of owning a home. And we did it all without partisan bickering. I could go on, but where we really got to work together was during the pandemic. When food pantries got stretched thin, local leaders adapted, recruited new volunteers, partnered with the National Guard, and delivered for their communities. Across the state, you manned texting sites and vaccine clinics and helped us find medical gear, made major adjustments to the way you worked and the way you played, checked in on your neighbors, and supported first responders, healthcare, and other frontline workers. And while I know that many of you didn't agree with all of the decisions the Lieutenant Governor and I made during the pandemic, you tried your very best to abide by the rules and to share in the work to be done. I believe that's why we've recovered almost all the jobs we lost during the pandemic, why we have an unemployment rate that's below the national average, and why the nationally renowned Commonwealth Fund concluded that we did a better job of managing the pandemic than every other state except Hawaii. That's because this is a very special place. Lieutenant Governor Polito visited and met with local officials and community leaders in all 351 cities and towns, many more than once since taking office. I got to more than 250. Both of us were amazed by the creativity, decency, and shared sense of purpose that we saw everywhere we went. Despite a myriad of political fights and distractions that were raging all around us, people here chose to focus on the work, and it paid off. The personal and professional generosity, from the Berkshires to Cape Cod and every place in between, was always there. We were there too, in the front row, watching it and appreciating it for 8 cherished years. We've been fortunate to be invited to thousands of fairs, ribbon cuttings, conferences, dinners, and diners. But one event for me stands out. On a trip to D.C. in 2021, I visited the Massachusetts National Guard members who were deployed to the Capitol. 450 citizen soldiers, ages 18 to 58, from every corner of Massachusetts, from every race and religion, all there to do the same job for the same reason, to serve their Commonwealth and their country, no matter when the call comes. That visit for me is the embodiment of the commitment and generosity of the people of Massachusetts. It is our fervent hope that your generosity never wavers. It is truly what makes you special, and it's the foundation on which we can continue to build great communities and a great Commonwealth. We are deeply grateful for the gifts you've given us over these past 8 years, and I want you to know that you will be sorely missed by the two of us and by our teams. God bless you.